remind the church of that again. When we stand at the cusp of a promise, just about to enter into our promise, there's one thing we got to understand, that before every promise, God has a time of preparation. So in Joshua chapter 6, starting from verse 13, going to verse 15, the angel of the Lord appears to Joshua, and Joshua asks, whose side are you on the side of our enemies or on our side? And he says, I am here as the commander of the armies of the Lord. And Joshua immediately falls on his face. And the angel of the Lord says, take off your sandals, for what the ground you're standing on is holy ground. And it immediately goes to Joshua chapter 6, where it says, now the gates of Jericho. So before you go into Jericho, before the walls fall, we have to fall on our knees. Before your enemies bow, we gotta bow in worship. It is when we bow in worship that our enemies begin to bow before us. It is when we fall on our face that Jericho begins to fall on its face. It's when we bend in worship that God bends our situation towards us. So as we stand at the cusp of our promise, know that it's time to take your sandals off and bow in worship, because God is